Welcome. Welcome to our Twisty Tuesday, one of my favorite days of the week, for sure. So make sure to be kind to your spine today. If you are dealing with any back issues, maybe lay off your twists for today. If you're ready to flow with me, we'll start in a seated position. Come down onto our seat, either in our crisscross, or you could be on your chair if it doesn't feel good for you today to get up and down. Oh, let's not forget our affirmation. No, it's backwards, but I am worthy. That's a big one. How do I define my self-worth? What 3 things do I love most about myself? So if you like to journal, I would recommend even journaling after your practices with these questions. If you want me to repeat them or let you know what they are, just send me a message. I'm here for you. Okay, let's get started. We've got our crisscross, and we'll start with a warm up. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sliding our hands to our heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sliding our hands to our heart. Let go of your morning. This is your time to flow and to breathe. 1 or 2 more. We'll start our flowing twists. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, gently twisting over to one side. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, gently twisting over to that other side. So you keep flowing there. I'll make sure there's no one in the waiting room needing to get in. I think we're good. Awesome. Flowing our twists. Imagine that we are twisting from above our belly button. So we'll keep our belly button facing towards that long or short edge of your mat and twist from above it. There's a lot more mobility in the top of our spine than there is in the bottom. So try not to force those twists down into your lower back. Let's be nice to that lower back. Last one, we'll bring our hands to our knees, shift our chest towards our right knee, hinge it forward, bring it around the front and come up. Sweeping still the same side. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you reach it around. Use this time to breathe, to find your breath and to check in with how you're feeling today. Notice any areas of discomfort or tension, but notice them without judgment. Just noticing and being present. Let's do one more here and then slide across to the other side. So we'll turn towards that knee, reach our chest, reach it around the front and up. Exhaling, going down. Inhaling, coming up. Wonderful job. Thank you to everyone that's joining on Zoom. It's nice to know I'm talking to some people live. Last one here. So if the internet ever stops, what I would recommend is to flow through your half series a few times or just hold your pose for as long as you can. Alrighty, let's make our way to all fours. If it doesn't feel nice for you today to be on all fours, one of the modifications you can make are to roll up your mat, just like that. Nice and simple. Put your knees on that extra padding. Don't mind my dirty floor, I just noticed that. All right, let's move into our flowing puppy pose because it's a twisting pose. We'll reach our right arm up and then twist, bring that shoulder down onto the mat. We've still got our left hand down on the mat. We press into the left hand to help you up. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. All on your own. Seeing if you can keep your hips on top of your knees and nice and strong. Warm it up. If this does not feel nice for you today, slide back into a child's pose and just walk your hands over to one side and hold. Let's do one more flowing puppy. And we'll hold it open and tuck that hand back behind us. Breathe. Other side will flow first. So we inhale, reach our arm up. Exhale, flow it through. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Make your modifications. Make sure to be compassionate with your bodies. Last one, and we'll hold this up, or maybe tuck it back behind you if it doesn't feel nice there. Still pressing into both your feet, that front hand. And then we'll untwist and move into our cat and cow. Exhaling cat. Inhaling cow. Now yesterday as part of our practice, we did a little bit of it's almost like a flossing for your spine with our cat and cow. And we can, because I really want to work on that, I love that feeling, we'll practice that today as well. So as we go into our cat pose, or cow pose, pardon me, our hips go back. So the chest is open, our hips are not on top of our knees, they're slightly back. Now as we move into cat pose, we round our back, come forward, bring our shoulders in front of our hands, separate the shoulder blades. Move back into cow, but shift the hips back. Up into cat, shifting the hips forward. Looking like that. Now if that doesn't feel nice, make sure to stay with our regular cat and cow. Wonderful. Oh, I forgot my little background music today, but that's okay. The last one. Wonderful. Take it back to child's pose or downward facing dog. So if you'd like it to be a little more vigorous, you're in downward dog with twisted eagle legs, like so. If you're in child's pose, you're in child's pose and you're enjoying every blissful moment of it. And we'll switch sides. In our eagle legs, reaching those hips up towards the sky, keeping a strong core, pressing into the hands. Go back to our regular downward dog. Inhale, come into a full or kneeling plank, halfway or all the way down. Our twist option for our half series is a twisted cobra or up dog. And by that, I just mean coming up, looking over one shoulder, looking over the other shoulder, bringing it back to center, and then down onto the mat, lifting up and sliding it back to child's pose or downward facing dog. Hi, Shantikins. Let's try that again. Inhale forward, full or kneeling plank, halfway or all the way down. You'll go into your up dog or your cobra. Add your neck twist. Bring it back down, press, and slide it back. Let's do that one more time or take a little break. And you can try it even from up dog if you want. I just need to tuck in my shirt. So for a full version of it, we come into up downward facing dog, move into plank, go down to chaturanga. Someone's there. I'm going to let them in. Chaturanga, then up dog. Dog then has our look. Hey Liz, welcome to the party. I was just thinking I should have texted you. Sorry, buddy. I know you like your reminders. We're moving through our half series with a look through. So we'll come up, full or kneeling plank, chaturanga or all the way to your belly, up dog or cobra, but we add that look over the shoulder for our twist. Turn the toes back, slide it back. All right, so if you just joined us, you might want to flow through that cat and cow a few times, and then your half series. The rest of us, let's bring our right foot up between the hands. Find our lovely lunge, and we'll add our twist. Right hand to right leg. We'll twist towards that knee. Breathe. So when we work towards a higher lunge later on, you would be knee up and hand up. But if that doesn't feel nice, drop it down. Let's do the other side. Frame the front foot, slide it back, bring the other foot forward, twist towards our knee, and then bring it around back. Sliding to forward fold. So we want to push off your back foot and make sure to anchor through the front. Push all the way to your forward fold. Walking our hands over towards one side. Letting the head be heavy here. Sweeping those hands over towards the other side. And then bringing the hands back to center. Flowing through our monkey pose, strengthening our back. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, folding. Feel the backs of the legs nice and strong. A few more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. This time, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. If you're using your chair, you'd be holding on to your chair, folding, or just basically bending and straightening your legs. So continue to flow, whichever pose you want to do. Don't take over my mat just yet. Sweep up. Last one, sweep it all the way up. Wonderful. We'll bring our hands to our fingertips to our temples and standing abs because they are a great twist. Or take a seat on that chair. It's there for you. Let's lift the heel or the entire foot. Twist over and then bring it back to center. Place that foot down. We lift either just the heel off the floor or the whole foot. Twist, bring it back and slide it down. All on your own now. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So there's 4 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. If you want to make it harder, arms are out. Inhale, exhale, inhale, back down. So that's how you can make it a little more if you want. Or you'll be taking it down a little bit, lifting your heel. Let's do a couple more on either side. Do what feels good for you. So important. Right, yoga should feel good when you're done. Last one, fingertips come back behind us. Let's open up into our chest expansion. Feel your heart expand, soften up our knees. And if it feels nice for you, you can fold or you can stay up with me. So you're either up or you're folding. That's my clock, if you can hear it. It plays these funny, cute little songs. Let our head hang. We'll release those hands, sweep it all the way up. Exhale, hands to our heart. Taking our right foot back, we're going to move into our moonflowers, turning the toes out towards those long edges of our mat. Let's move through moonflowers with a twist today. We inhale up, exhale, twist over to one side. Inhale up, exhale, twist. So if it feels better with fingertips to temples, you can, but remember what I said about that belly button. Try to twist above your belly button. Bring it down, twist, down, twist. You can make it a fluid movement, sure thing. If you need to take a breath in between each one, we'll do that. Let's hold it down in goddess pose. We did lots of goddesses yesterday for International Women's Day. And add our little twist. Let's take both of our hands to our knees or our thighs, and then take that left shoulder or your right shoulder over across towards the other heel. Press into the opposite knee as that knee presses into hand. Come up and do the other side. Press, drop into that shoulder. Feel that stretch right here in our obliques, in our back. Unwind, straighten it out, tick, tock the feet together, and time for sun salutations with our additions today, which are twisting lunge, cobra or up dog with your neck, chair option at the top of your mat. Oh no, Shanti, you are in the way. Okay, try to add that chair option in. Okay, so we'll come towards the tops of our mat, find your strength of your core. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, right into our forward fold dive. Halfway up into our lift. Exhaling, folding again, softening the knees. Bending our knees, either holding our chair or hands to the floor. Take your right foot back. Twisting lunge, so we're putting our hand that's closest to the bent knee on the knee, twisting towards the inner thigh, then coming back to our lunge and stepping back to downward facing dog or child's pose. Or you can hold your twisted lunge. Inhale into a full or kneeling plank. Exhale halfway or all the way down. We'll go into our cobra or up dog and then use our little, bring it back to the belly or down dog. We lift, make it back to down dog or child's pose. And we'll bring in that left foot up between the hands, twisting towards it, rising up into our lunge, and then forward folding, exhaling. Great job. Halfway up into our monkey pose, and then exhale, folding again. Inhale, sweep it all the way up. Exhale into your chair. Let's add a twist on either side. Sweep it all the way up. And inhale into your mountain pose. Let's do that again. Shanti, move so I can put my chair up here. We'll inhale, sweep our arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway back up into your monkey or hold that chair. Exhale, folding again. Bending our knees, taking our left foot back. Right hand to right knee. Inhale, twist or reach that right hand up. Exhale it right back to downward facing dog or child's pose, or hold your twisting lunge. Inhaling into a full or kneeling plank, halfway or all the way down, up dog or cobra, look over one shoulder, and then back to center before you push to down dog or child's pose. Then we'll be bringing that left foot up between the hands, twisting our lunge, in on an inhale, and then exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, folding it again. Inhale, sweeping it all the way up. Exhale down into your chair pose. And tuck my shirt in, driving me crazy. And our twist. One side, then the other. Back to center. Rise up, inhale. Right back into it, exhale, fold. Monkey pose, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Bending our knees, right foot back. Left hand, left knee, or up. We can hold this lunge or step back to downward facing dog. So if your internet slows down or mine does, just flow through this half series or hold your pose, whatever one you want to do. Hold here or move into a full or kneeling plank. Halfway or all the way down. Up dog or cobra. Take a little peek over your shoulder. What's happening? Tuck the toes. Lift up with that core. We'll bring the right foot up between the hands. Press into the knee or open up the wings. And then forward fold. Halfway lift. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it all the way up. We'll exhale into our chair. You can stay with your chair, add your twist. Other side. Back to our regular chair. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, mountain. Great job. So there's our sun salutation, twisty version. Let's move on. If you missed our affirmation at the beginning of class, it is I am worthy. Time to twist, my friends. Would love to do twisting pyramid today, and so that I don't forget, we're going to do it right off the hop. Let's step first into downward facing dog, on or off your chair. So if you're not comfortable with down dog, make sure your chair is there, and you'll step back to down dog like so, or hands on the floor. So in our downward facing dog, on or off our chair, feel the strength of your shoulders. So you want to internally rotate a little bit. You want the elbows a little bit towards, or the creases of your elbows a little bit towards the center. And if you have any questions, let me know about poses. I'd be happy to have a little Zoom call with you and go over them. So here we are in our downward facing dog, and we have hip distance feet, space between our feet. And we want to keep that distance when we step our foot forward. So we're looking up between our hands and bringing that right foot forward. Still hip distance. Then we'll draw the left foot in only about a foot so that you can put your heels both down on the mat, and we end up here in pyramid pose. You could be right here on your chair. There's a little bend in both of our knees. The hips are reaching back, but our knees don't need to be hyperextended. Be nice to those knees of yours. And I wanted to twist our pyramid today. So if your left foot is forward, your right hand goes down to the mat, and your left arm reaches. Or again, hand is on the chair. We're here. Or utilize those blocks. You can get blocks almost anywhere these days. Dollar store, Winners. Me, I've got plenty to spare, let me know. Be happy to help. Twisted pyramid, how fun. Breathe. Remember that twist is coming above our belly button, right? And let's do the other side. We'll simply step back to downward dog, either on or off our chair. Bringing the right foot up between the hands. More off towards the right side of your mat to maintain that hip distance. Draw the back foot in, shift the hips back. Now, if your right foot is forward, your left hand will go to the floor, the block, or the chair, and this opposite hand will come up, or it'll tuck back behind your back. Be nice. Make sure you can breathe. One side might feel good. One side might feel less good. You're not alone. All right, untwist. Step to forward fold on an exhale. In our forward fold, now putting our feet together, maybe our calves together, and our inner thighs together, rising up into chair. So we come up into our chair position, or take a seat on your chair. That's what it's there for. We've got a nice strong chest in our chair pose, and we make sure the knees haven't come in front of our toes. We want to slide it back as much as we can to sit back into our chair. Now I just came, I think I say this every Tuesday. Every Tuesday seems to be leg day at the gym, and these chair poses really get me. There's my rant. So in our chair, let's bring our left hand or elbow down to that knee. So you can either bring your elbow down or stay with me with your hand. Breathe. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Engage the glutes. Lots of strength in your pelvic floor. If you've got your elbow down, rise up. And now we'll open up our wings in more of an upward chair. Feel those quadriceps. Holy mackerel. Lift it up. I wanted to step back into a lunge, so we're going to go back down, meet in that chair again, and then step Your right foot back. If your right arm is on your left knee, right foot's going back. So we've twisted towards, our back knee is high, or we're here, or you're up here with me. Breathe. Feels good, doesn't it? Step back to chair, and then sweep up. Little back bend, let's flow right into airplanes, stretch it out. Back up, inhale, back bend. Nice big fold, exhale. So we're hanging out in our forward fold again, then bringing our feet together, knees together, inner thighs together. Bending our knees, rising up into our chair. Breathe. You are worthy. Remind yourself of that today. That's our affirmation. Yeah, you are worthy. Bend our knees and facilitate our twist, whether it means bringing your hand across to the opposite knee and supporting your low back. Prayer position down. And then choosing to stay where you are or opening up your wings, whether it's more standing up with me today or hand on the floor or the chair. Breathing. Untwist. And then step that left foot back. And you can add that twist back on now if you'd like to. Either the big high reach or opposite elbow across to knee, stacking the palms. Twist, stay. Let's untwist. Step it back to downward facing dog or take a rest on your chair or child's pose. But breathe, my friends, breathe. You can hold your child's pose, take a little rest there, or we'll twist our dog now, bringing our right hand across to our left calf. Twisting there. Back to our dog, and then twisting across to the other side. But breathe, my girls, my friends. Back to downward facing dog. And now we'll take our right foot and bring it in front of the left foot over across. A little twist over there so it's reaching. Other side. Sweep it across. Press into both our hands. Nice stretch for your IT band. Maybe some of you are getting ready to start jogging again. And bring it back to down dog or meet in child's pose. And we'll all come down to child's pose with a twist. Of course, because it's Twisty Tuesday. So child's pose or all fours. Then our right elbow will go across. And we'll twist our child's pose. Breathe. I think I need to adjust that ankle a little bit. You can see me, but I can't see me, so I guess I don't really need to see me. That makes sense. We've got our twisted child's pose. Maybe a block under your head if that feels like the floor is super far away. And then the other side. Twist it to the other side. If child's pose does not feel nice for your knees, you're on your all fours, maybe just wrapping a hand behind you. And we'll twist the other side. Breathing, feeling, listening to, and honoring our body in this moment. We'll bring ourselves to our child's pose with or without your block. Just holding there for a second. Breathing. We'll come up onto all fours and move through cat and cow. So let's stretch out that spine again. Inhaling cow, exhaling cat. So if you wanted to, you can add that little floss that we did earlier. So as we went into cow pose, we slid the hips back. As we moved into cat pose, we slide the shoulder blades a little forward of the hands. Shift it back. One vertebrae at a time. Feel that low back come up. And shift it forward. If that feels too much for those forearms, fists for wrists. Last one. Right to our seat. So let's take a seat. We've made our way down onto our mat for some more twists. Let's start with our feet out. We'll lift up across our chest and bring our right hand over towards our left knee and our left hand back behind us, pointing our toes up. Breathe. Now, if your neck feels good, you can look over that back shoulder. If it doesn't, then don't do it. Try to anchor through our sit bones. What are our questions today? If you like to journal, it's really cool. Some folks love to journal after they practice yoga. Let's go to the other side. So either just bring your hand to the center or bring it across to the knee. Keep the chest open. Our questions: how do I define my self-worth? You can answer that in your mind or maybe later in your journal. What 3 things do I love most about myself? And you don't have to narrow it down to 3 things. Write all the things. Bring our chin around, our chest around. Wonderful. Let's move into our boat with a twist. So we lift up across our heart. Just move this over to the side so you get a little better angle. Lift up and hold on to these wonderful hamstrings of yours. Really give them a good grip. Reach back, open the chest, and then choose if you want to bring your feet up or not. But always remembering to honor that openness across the heart. Your hands could be up or down, whatever you want. And we must twist. If you want to create some strength right in your front of your shoulders, you'll squeeze your block together. It takes a little bit to get it there. So we squeeze it and we twist over to one side. Feet are on or off. If your hip flexors are really being serious to you right now, put those feet down and focus more on the twist in the upper body. We'll bring it to center and other side. Still strong and stable. Bring it all the way to the front. And time for our tabletop. If you want to slide that block in between your inner thighs, you can. That's a nice way to engage them. But again, you don't have to, right? I'm just your guide, not your boss. Let's open up into our tabletop. Slide those heels underneath our knees. If this is too intense for your wrists, drop it down and move into a bridge position, which can feel a lot better for the hands. Breathe. Expand the heart wherever you are. Notice length in the neck. You can swallow comfortably no matter what position your neck is in. Oh boy. Sorry. I had to decline that call. And we'll bring ourselves down. Forward fold. Big, beautiful breath up. Inhale, exhale, either fold on top of your chair like me, or fold towards your legs. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Feel the body melt. Oh, that feels lovely. Really stretch out that back. Remember to honor your body by hinging at your hips and making sure you can always breathe. Let's bring it all the way back up. We're going to make our way back onto our mats for just a couple more poses before we go into our Shavasana. So bring it back. Draw those knees into our chest. Take a little rock side to side. Feels amazing. Yes, yes it does. Windshield wipers. So either cactus arms today or arms out like wings. You want to slide those knees so they come right on top of your hips, and you can flex or point your feet. To have more intensity to this pose, you'd have straight legs for our windshield wipers. So bent or straight, we'll drop down to one side, and then bring it back up. So we can use a little bit of your shoulder blades to press down into the mat to help you bring those legs up and over to the side. But you don't want to be using your head. You don't want to be using your neck muscles. They're small, those tiny bones. We don't want to use those to be lifting our body up, right? So use your shoulder blades. What you could do with your head is to look the opposite way of those knees each time they drop down. So again, legs straight, hit the wall, or legs bent. We'll hold it now all the way over onto one side. Maybe looking away from our bent knees. Breathe. So amazing to stretch and twist the spine now that we're nice and warm. So the shoulder blades and the core work to get those knees back up and over to the other side, nice and gently. Sliding them over. Anchoring the shoulder blades. We've maybe got our cactus arms or our hands are out long. We march. What day is it today? March 9th if you're watching this live. All right, bring those knees into our chest. Take a nice rock side to side. We're actually going to roll right over onto our bellies for a shoulder twist stretch. So right onto our bellies, take your time. There's no rush. Make yourself comfortable. All right, I hope you can see okay. So whichever arm you want, let's say your right hand's extending. You're pressing the front of your shoulder down onto the mat. And then your left hand on the other side is going to push while you still press that shoulder blade in. So maybe your hips come off the mat, maybe they don't. You can keep your head down, or you can reach that hand back behind you. Couple breaths, 4 or 5, as many as you'd like. And then all the way over to the other side. So we bring that belly back down onto the mat, extend the other arm, press this hand in, and here's our prone twist. Come up and breathe. So maybe your chest came off, maybe you kept it down and you're just pressing into the floor. Bye, Isabel. Have a good day. Bring it down. Oh, so good. So today, if you want to try something new, you can lay on your belly for your Shavasana, or you can roll over onto your backs for your Shavasana. Whichever one you want to try. Make your way into either your easy seat, your crisscross meditation, or on our backs, legs out straight or bending our knees. Get comfortable. This is your time. For some of us, this can be the hardest pose of all. So try to do it. Don't give up on your Shavasana. Find some stillness after the movement and the flow. Relax the body, start to feel it sinking down. Starting to feel our face, show muscles relax. Our jaw, our cheeks, our forehead. The collarbones wide. With each exhalation, sinking a little further down, letting that whole back of our body be held by our mat, the earth beneath us. Our affirmations for the day, for today. I am worthy. So as you breathe in, imagine the words I am. Exhaling, imagine the word worthy. Let that sink in, maybe 10, 15 times. Just notice the breath. Feel your affirmation. Couple more. I hope that you can stay in your Shavasana for as long as you can. When you're ready, make sure to slowly awaken the small muscles and joints of your body. Roll over onto one side first, and then come up to your easy seat when you're ready. And with that, I will leave you for this lovely March Tuesday. Namaste.